President Joe Biden remains defiant as he rejects calls for him to drop out of the race. And on the Sunday morning talk shows, many of his Democratic allies came to his defense.
He answered a few questions in ways that were not the most forceful.
What I call preparation overload.
It was a bad night. Let's move on from that.
With the COVID.
Top Democrats conceded that it was a rough night for the president as they tried to reassure voters to stick with Biden. All of this one day after party leaders looked to ease the panic on a nationwide phone call with party insiders.
Take into account the record. He should stay in this race.
Joe Biden's decision to go forward is a decision that we will all embrace.
The president spending his Sunday at Camp David after wrapping up a multi-state fundraising trip over the weekend. At a closed-door fundraiser on Saturday, he acknowledged his poor performance, saying in part, "I understand the concern after the debate. I get it. I didn't have a great night, but I'm going to be fighting harder."
He's a failed president. He is compromised.
Despite his reassurances, Biden has faced more calls for him to drop out.
How could the American people see what they saw and not be forewarned?
On Sunday, the editorial board at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution took the extraordinary step of urging Biden to leave the race, following a similar editorial by the New York Times on Friday.
We finally beat Medicare.
Both papers arguing that his candidacy would pave the way for Trump's re-election. Meanwhile, the editorial board at the Philadelphia Inquirer went in the other direction, saying it's Trump who should drop out, writing in part, "Biden on his worst day remains light years better than Trump on his best."
God bless the USA.
As for Trump, he's been on the attack over Biden's poor debate performance, writing on social media, "As every American saw firsthand, this election is a choice between strength or weakness, competence or incompetence." And while President Biden continues to grapple with the fallout from this debate performance, money has not really been an issue. The campaign saying that they brought in some $33 million since Thursday, including $26 million in grassroots fundraising. We did reach out to former President Trump's campaign to get their fundraising numbers, but have so far not heard back. Reporting here in Washington, this is Koslof, Spectrum News.